try to convince you not to do too much all at the same time, not to think that, hey, Adam told me I got to be on social media. And so what I'm taking is I got to be everywhere, because that's really not what I'm saying. And I don't do that. And I've noticed from people that I've coached, I used to help a lot of people raise private equity for their real estate deals. And we did a remarkable job. I've helped a lot of people make a lot of money that way and on podcasting. And the thing that helps the most is understanding that if you can just go all in on one, maybe two of these social media platforms, you're going to get the most amount of value. And think of it like this, and then we'll move on to the algorithms that I know you're waiting for. I know you're waiting for the algorithms. Think of it like this. There is drilling narrow and deep, and there's drilling wide and shallow. And so it's the difference between a laser pointer, which is very narrow and goes very strong and powerful in one place. And there's a shotgun or a floodlight, for example, that is going to kind of go everywhere just a little bit. You'll usually only get a couple of the low-hanging fruit, they call it, the low-hanging fruit. You'll probably only get a couple people. When you go wide and shallow, when you do the shotgun approach, you'll only get a couple people that already wanted your service or already wanted to invest or already wanted to hire somebody like you. When you do the shotgun approach, when you just jump in all of these places, you're only going to get one or two people. It just doesn't work. Though, if you want the best way to do it, if you think of like the sniper rifle, the laser pointer, if you focus and go deep, if you go narrow and deep, you're going to really be able to make some real change and support and turn somebody's heart and add what I call true influence. And we're talking about the 3 pillars of influence. So if you want value, if you want to help people, you go narrow and deep. You dive deep. You use, for example, I said the sniper rifle. You might only shoot once, but you're going to get that one person. Everybody that you work with, it might be a little slower, but by going slower, you make a real connection. You are able to support that person. Now, let's talk about those 2 algorithms. And what is an algorithm? I'm going to share with you just a little bit of the algorithm so that you understand why is there an algorithm in place, and then we'll share those 2 algorithms. So why is the algorithm even in place at all? The algorithm is in place because Facebook needs to make money. They want people to stay on the platform. So they have created robots to understand if somebody's post is getting value or not. These algorithms are essentially bots that split test your post against the other person's post. Jamie just posted right now, and Emily just posted right now. So which one is going to work? Well, this person's doing this and that person's doing that. All right, we'll boost this one and we'll stop showing that one. So what are the 2 biggest algorithms? Number 1 is, did they stop scrolling? Number 2 is, did they engage? The 2 algorithms are stopping the scroll and engage. The 2 ways to get somebody to stop scrolling on social media, the 2 best ways are asking a question or using a statistic. So the first thing you want to make sure is that you have a good hook. That hook is not going to be telling, it's going to be asking. That hook is not going to be something random, whatever comes out of your mind, it's going to be a statistic. So you are going to want to either ask a question or have a statistic. If you ask for advice, that's asking a question. And people are going to have a pattern interrupt and they're going to stop scrolling and you're going to trigger the first algorithm. Now, let's talk about engagement. The engagement is going to require the other 2 things. It's going to require a good story and a good offer. So what is a good story and what is a good offer? So the hook is the pattern interrupt, and the story is tell them what you're going to teach them, and then tell them what you taught them. The story is going to usually use an actual story, something that really happened. It might be you, it might be one of your clients, one of your investors, it might be one of your friends. In this episode, I talked about Tom. So for engagement, you want to have a good story. One takeaway that can help you with a good story is just remembering that if you have a good hero, for example, in the story, and the hero is not going to be you, and you want to follow that hero's journey, I need you to just look this up to save time on the episode. The hero's journey is important, but I need you to look it up on your own. So the story, you're going to use like a hero's journey. You're actually going to say something that's true. And it's going to be engaging. It's going to be funny. It's going to be helpful. It's going to be valuable. That's your story. And to get engagement, you also have to have an offer. So to stop scrolling, you need a good hook. To have good engagement, you need a good story and a good offer. What's the other word for offer? Do you remember the other word for making an offer? We talked about it before. It's a CTA, or a call to action.